What's up YouTube, Dad here from Zephyr Wargames, bringing you the test hand video for the Trickstar deck profile that I did for you guys the other day. Now, Trickstars like to go first because they can FTK your opponent during their draw phase or standby phase, but they are also, they can still do it second, but they like going first with less resistance. But what we will do is our free test hands going first and our free test hands going second, just to see what we can do. So, without further ado, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not too shabby. I'm pretty sure we have our FTK play. So, terraforming, go into the field spell. Where are you? Activate the field spell and search out Candina. Now we can normal summon Candina, effect Chainlink 1, chain Lycris, Chainlink 2, and then chain summoning for Chainlink 3. So Chainlink 3 that resolves, Chainlink 2 that bounces back, Chainlink 1 Candina searches us out another Lycris. And we have 2 more normal summons now, so we go normal summon 1, effect of her to search out, let's go with Reincarnation. Chain Lycris effect, bounce her back, get our second Lycris, and then normal summon Candina for the final time, get her to search out. You can go into a Reincarnation, or you can go into a third Lycris if you want. Or if you want to deck fin a bit more, you can go into the field spell, use the field spell, and search that out. So let's go with our third Lycris. And then we'll bounce her out, go there, set these 2 there. Now, let's do the math. So our opponent draws. So during their draw phase, they're drawing a normal card. They're going to take 200, 200, 200, and then I believe it's 200 per card. So each time a Trickstar monster inflicts 200. So you'd go 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. So they've taken 1200 just by drawing 1 card, right? If you then go Reincarnation, Reincarnation, and we'll take it step by step. They discard their entire hand of 6, they draw another 6. So they're going to be taking another 1200 there and another 1200 there. So straight away they've taken, 1200 in total. No, sorry, 6 cards by 2, so it's 1200 there, 1200 there, 1200 there, 600 there. So they've taken a total of 48, 54, I believe, if my math is correct. And then your second Reincarnation will kick in without them having a chance to chain anything in their hand because the chain's still resolving. And I take another 36 from the Lycras, taking them well over the 8k already, and then another 600 for Light Stage, and that is FTK. Well, technically FTK, because they haven't really had a chance, but you could probably call it more an OTK. Okay, now let's do our second test hand, going first. I might need to get a calculator next to me. That's what you've got to remember, is there's so many chains that happens with Trickstars. You've kind of just got to keep, be aware of what's going on. Okay, this isn't too bad either. So we'll activate Terraform into deck finish straight away and get another Light Stage, because you can use multiple Light Stages a turn, it's not once per turn. Activate the first Light Stage, search ourselves out a Candina, because that is the most important one. Activate another one, and search ourselves out a Lycris. Activate Dark Room of Nightmares. Now this is insane, you can chain it to like 7 times, it's mental. Normal summon the Candina. Candina can then search us out. Ideally you want to be going into your Reincarnation, or you could search out a second Lycris, depending on how many times you want them to burn. But you would then tag out your Candina for your Lycris, set your 2 Reincarnations, and then pass turn. Now, again, this is where it gets interesting. So, your opponent draws. They take 200 there, 200 there, then they'll take 600 here, because this will go 300 for that one, 300 for that one. So they've taken 1000 already just by drawing their card. You then activate your 2 Reincarnations. They'll take 1200 there for their 6, plus 200 there, plus another 600. Then I take another 1200, so they've taken 24 there, 1200 there, on top of the K, so 24, 1200, 36, 46, plus 5k, I believe. And then you're still sitting on a Maxi and a Candina if they try to push further and go from there. So, again, you've just done 5k to your opponent. All they've done is drawn their starting card. It's absolutely mental. Tricksters are kind of like a one-trick kind of pony. They have to kind of like burn you for game. But the best kind of way, like, you kind of have two ways of doing it. If you open up with a drawn and lock bird as well, you kind of make them lose their entire hand, and then it is pretty much game from there. Once they've lost their hand, there's, you know, it's an uphill struggle for them. Especially if you've got the combo to go off where you burn them for like 5. If, say in that combo there, instead of Maxi we had drawn and lock bird, after the second, after the first reincarnation, you could then activate drawn and lock bird, and then that would kind of like stop them in their tracks, because then you activate the drawn and lock bird after the first resolution, then you'd activate your second reincarnation when they've added the new cards, then change drawn and lock bird. So drawn and lock bird goes into effect, reincarnation sends their entire hand, they don't have anything. So instead of you burn them for like another 1600 or whatever it is, they've lost their entire hand, and then you've got your Candina to come in for an 1800, your Lycris for a 1600, then you'll get 200 more off the light stages twice, and then you can bounce out your Candina for another Lycris, and that's pretty much game there and then. Anyway, let's do our third test hand going first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What the is that? That is mental. Terraforming for a light stage. Where are you? So now we have all 3 light stages in hand. First light stage, Candina. Second light stage, Lycris. Third light stage, Lycris, because why not? Then you would normal summon your Candina, chain both of these effects at the exact same time, bouncing it, special summoning these two, then bouncing this one back. Candina's effect resolves, giving you your reincarnation. Obviously, that one if we had that one less terraforming for something else, it would have been a much better hand, but this is still pretty good. You set your 2 trap cards, your opponent draws, your opponent takes 2, 2, 2, 2, I believe it is. Yeah, so 2, 4, 6, 8, take an 800, then activate reincarnation, get them to pitch their entire hand. They take 1200 there, 1200 there, 400 there, and then you activate present card. They take 1000 there, 1000 there, and 400 there. So if I do maths right, that's 800, 2k, 3-2, 3-6, 4-6, 5-6, 6. So you're taking 6k. It's just, absolutely mental. The fact that you take away, you put them well out of, in that play, you've put them well out of Solemn Warning thing. So if they've opened up Solemn Warning, they're kind of boned. If they've got Solemn Strike, you know, they're going to leave themselves on 500 life points just to play that card. So it's just crazy. On top of this, you can also play the Wind Witch engine in Trickstars as well. It kind of opens it up a little bit more because you burn them for the 1300 at the start. With the Wind Witch kind of play, you don't really worry too much about special summoning hugely, because obviously Light Cut is a quick effect. You can do it during your opponent's turn as well. So let's go. Test hands going second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same rules applies with Maxi as we always do. We replace it for 1 card. Obviously you can end up getting more, but that's just, you know, how the kind of it rolls. Okay, you can upstart if you want. It does give you that extra K to get past, but as you saw in the last test hand, you can get past 8k quite easily. So we'll go with the upstart. Candina. Not great, but not the worst. So we normal summon the Candina, use Candina's effect to search out pretty much whatever you kind of want. You have 2 options here. You can go for the field spell to get you your 3rd Lycris out, or you go into your reincarnation just so you know you've guaranteed got that the next turn to burn them, but you can't draw and lock bird them, unfortunately. So let's go. Do we want to do light stage? Or reincarnation. It's kind of down to you, because then what you do is you activate both Lycris' effect, targeting Candina, special summoning these guys if you want, or Depending on what your opponent's got on board, you go into battle phase, you attack with Candina, then still in battle phase, activate Lycra's effect, special summoning those two, bouncing back Candina, doing some more damage there, set your reincarnation, pass your turn, standby phase, taking 400 there, activate reincarnation. Depending on how much they've pitched out their hand will then depend on how much of a burn you then continue to give them. If you wanted to, you could obviously XYZ into a rank 3, or you could link up into Holy Angel. Okay, let's do our second test hand going second. So the idea of going second, you kind of just see the difference between that extra card, the difference that one card makes for the deck, basically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but obviously going as uninterrupted as possible obviously makes a massive difference. Okay, so we'll activate our light stage, we're going to search out our Candina. We're going to normal summon our Candina. And now you have kind of two options here. You can add, because we've got our double summon, we can add our second Candina to deck thin a little bit more, because what you do is you add your attack Candina, activate your double summon, normal summon Candina again, Candina's effect goes off. You could search out Lilybell if you want to special summon her. Ideally you want to be searching out your Lycra. Now because it's a test hand, we will Pot of Desires because we want to go all out. If your opponent activates any spells or traps, obviously both of these are going off, plus the light stage. And then because we want to be more aggressive, obviously we can pitch out Lycra as well. So we're going to go Desires because we push it like, you know. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I suppose, depends what we draw. Anyway, that's actually not too bad, because then what we do is we've got two 1800s on board there. Then we can activate Lycra's effect to bounce one of these. You don't have to bounce both, remember that. You got 32 there. Then you set these guys there. And then you're sitting on a Candina. During your opponent's draw phase, they're taking 200, 200, 200, 200, so they're taking 800 there. You activate Reincarnation, or activate present card, chain Reincarnation, then they can't really interrupt too much because the chain's still resolving. So basically, off of the Reincarnation draw, if they draw like an MST or a Twin Twister to get rid of that, they can't activate it because the chain is still going backwards. So Reincarnation would then make them pitch their entire hand of whatever they have left. Burn, burn, burn. Then present card will kick in, sending it again, giving them 5 cards, burn, burn, burn. Now obviously you could do the chains the other way around, because this draws you 5, it depends on how many they've got in hand. So if you go present card first, make sure they pitch, present card last, you go Reincarnation, then present card shifts their hand, they get 5 more, then you're pitching their entire 5, giving them 5 again. So it depends on how much burn you want to do, but that is really important because you've got to make sure you know how many cards they've got in their hand as to what kind of chain order you do those in. Okay, now on to our final test hand going second to see what Trickstars can do. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to replace the Maxi. So there's our Lilybell. And I believe we have the chain summoning play as well. So normal summon Candina, effect chain link 1, chain link 2, chain link 3, chain link 4. So resolve backwards, bounce her out, give us the 2 Lycras. Candina searches us out, pretty much whatever you want. Let's go with Reincarnation. Normal summon Candina for the first turn. Search out our third and final Lycra. Bounce Candina back, get our Lycra to board, and then normal summon the Candina. Candina then searches you out a second Reincarnation. Now, the other way you could have done this, instead of searching out Reincarnation, you could have searched out your second Lilybell. Oh, hello. Throw it to the floor. Then, basically, Lilybell would special summon herself. You use 2 of these guys to go into Holy Angel. You would then use Lilybell's effect to attack directly, then use her effect to add Lycra back to hand. Bounce this one, and get a light crystal there, give him more boost there, you've got more attack. You've still got those in play. You activate your first reincarnation, pitch their entire hand, bring their entire hand back. Then you'd go reincarnation, chain Droll and Lockbird on the add back from the old reincarnation. And then they've lost their entire hand. You've got 2 reincarnations engraved. Should they clear any of these off, you bring it back. You can also bring back the Candina if you think your opponent's going to use spells and traps. Obviously, Holy Angel is still there doing quite a bit as well. So that's kind of the other alternatives you do have in this deck. It can be quite aggressive when it wants to be, but you do just want to burn your opponent out. Anyway, I hope this helps. Hope this gives you an idea of either how to combat tricksters, what they're going to be doing, or how to play them yourself. So, as mentioned previously, I believe in the deck profile, a card that people are looking into is Hanaway, I believe it is. It's a level 1 fairy that you can, it's a hand trap, you discard it, and the battle effect damage you take this turn is to 0, or just play DDDs. Get that beautiful D-Arc on board. Obviously, the downside is when tricksters go first, you're not going to have the chance to do that. So, yeah, you've just got to be very, very careful with tricksters and how to kind of combat them, because when they do go off, they will, burn you out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and until next time, guys, as always, happy dueling. If you like that video, why not check out our other videos available? We've got more deck profiles, pack openings, and of course duels. And don't forget to click on the most important button of all, that subscribe button, right in the bottom left hand corner.